Yep, I'm ready. Welcome in, everyone, to our 2021 USTA Boys 12s Level 1 National Indoor Championships. Alex Gruskin of Cracked Rackets. So excited to be on the call for our singles final, a matchup between our top two seeds, two of the top 12-year-olds from throughout the country. You see on the near side of your screen is number 2 seed Michael Antonius of Buffalo, New York. He's serving down an early love 2 deficit against top seed Colin McPeek of Carmel, Indiana. Error made. McPeek on that cross-court volley. So Antonius gets on the board for 1-2 here. And for those of you unfamiliar with these sorts of events, of course, Level 1 National Championships, staple of the USTA fall circuit. Gonna head out. apologies for that absence, folks. You can see we're doubling here, not only as broadcasters, but as officials as well for this Boys 12s event. And you may have seen me pop on court. Just a bit of a question on court number 2. Of course, at a Boys 12s event, all of these players, as exceptional as they are, still getting acclimated to the tournament lifestyle, competitive tennis. But I will say one of my takeaways, and perhaps you've seen it here early in our championship match between Colin and Michael, just how good these 12-year-olds are. So you see that drop shot falls into the net for Colin. One of those rare 12-year-old one-handed backhands. Of course, for Colin, it all starts with the forehand and our number 1 seed, a third-place finish at the Boys 12s National in Mobile, Alabama earlier this season. Actually defeated Michael Antonius in that 3-4 placement match. Was a 6-3, 6-1 win for McPeek back in August. It's a really nice ball, though, from Michael Antonius. The most conventional strokes, but does such a good job using his speed around the court to take the ball early, put his opponents in uncomfortable situations. They're going to keep things close here. 3 game points for 2-3. It's a good 2 passing shot combo from Michael Antonius. Keeping pace here, but he's still down an early break to our top seed, Colin McPeek. And again, feels like now's the time for the formal introduction to all of you joining us on the stream today. Welcome in. Again, this is the Boys 12s National Indoor Championship, a USTA Level 1 event. We were so honored here at Crack Rackets to be chosen to be a part of this Level 1 national process. This is one of multiple, I want to say 8 Level 1 events happening across the country. Of course, the girls, boys, 12s, 14s, 16s, 18s divisions. I'm sure Colin McPeek, our number 1 seed here, up 3-2, was thrilled to learn that this Level 1 event was coming to Pendleton, Indiana, about 25 minutes from his hometown of Carmel. Beautiful Community Sports and Wellness Center here in Pendleton, Indiana. Huge thank you to them, our friends at Lotto Elite, who have decked us out. I will say, comfortable sweater. Just because of their commitment, we're able to host an event like this. Shout out to our friends always at Tennis Point as well, powering so many of these juniors. Now it's McPeek serving far side of your screen, 3-2. You know you're watching Boys 12s when the drop shot combo comes out, folks. And I'll tell you what, for all of Colin McPeak's skills, you hear the pop of his forehand. It just is a little bit bigger than the rest of the players in this field. But beyond even that, it's the feel he has at his age and plays the one-handed backhand so comfortably, whether it be slice, whether it be driving through it. It's also in our doubles final. That's a testament to his hands, to his craft. And that's the concern for Michael Antonius. Just how long can you keep up that level of defensive tennis? Again, these two played in Mobile, Alabama 3 months ago. It was a 6-3, 6-1 win for McPeek. McPeek a 9.34 UTR. To Antonius's 8.98 coming into this event. The way he finds forehands already at this point of his career. Of course, generally, those players with the one-handed backhand love to seek out that inside out, inside out, inside in forehand pattern on the ad side. For someone competing in the boys 12s division, Colin does that extraordinarily well already. 40 love here now, 3 game points to extend his lead to 4-2. Better to be lucky than good, right? Sometimes you take it where you can find it. And again, the defensive skills for Michael Antonius, as athletic and fluid of an athlete as you're going to find in this field. Nice passing shot combo there. 40-15. Still 2 game points here for Colin to extend that lead. And he does so with the big serve out wide, and that's going to be the interesting thing to watch because, as I've alluded to earlier, it's not the most conventional tennis. From Michael Antonius, you see the funky forehand, backhand grips. His contact point is beautiful, of course, and the racket speed at his age you take notice of, but Colin hits a mature ball. How do those unconventional ground strokes hold up against that sort of pace? That is the question, certainly, of today's match. See it, right? How close Michael plays that backhand to his body, and yet with his athleticism, his feel, he's able to take it early on the rise seemingly every time. And again, just watching these 12-year-olds play, they don't quite have the physicality, the power to put the ball away with ease. Well, I should say most of them don't, except for Colin. 15 all now. There's the 2-pass combo once again. That's going to be the move. Oh, I'm a little ahead, excuse me. See it now, drop shot. Pass right there, that's the move. Can't let Colin sit on that baseline. Again, in this field, he's the one with the weapons. That forehand is already very, very good. So I love that play there from Michael just to get Colin off that center hash mark. Get him moving around the court. Get him extended into the outer thirds. 15 now. So again, Michael just tries to keep pace here in set number 1. Response ends up in the net. That's the key. I'd say the 10-plus shot rallies, that's where Antonius is going to make his money today. Can he keep the rally going that long? That is the question. And I know we've gotten a question in our chat. We'll address that as soon as we're done with this point here. 40-15, Antonius. Michael gets mad at me because I've been working the tournament desk all weekend long. And I go, Antonius. Whenever he walks up to the door, the desk, gives me a little smirk. Because I'm here to play. 40-30 now here. Love that play there from Michael. The net tape disagrees, so now we're at deuce here. And we got a question. XX Pinghead 7XX, heck of a username, asks, are these the top two boys 12 and under players in the country? They're not. Colin's number 2, I believe, in the latest edition of the USTA rankings. Michael number 8. 2 of the top 10, undeniably. And again, you go to the boys 12's national plate in Mobile, Alabama. Just in August, both of these players reached the semifinals where they fell to their opponents. Colin then once again beat Michael fairly comfortably. 6-3, 6-1 in that 3-4 matchup. Fought off by Antonius, and again, I'll venture to say he wins 65% of the 10-plus shot rallies today. The question is, how many of them do we play? And what does he do to get Colin off of that baseline? See him trying to take that backhand early on the rise, just get depth into the McPeek backhand wing. But tell you what, that McPeek backhand is McNasty. There's no denying that. The strength to hit through that ball so well at his age. That's why he's a top 10 junior in the country. Big look at a second serve here on another break point for our top seed. It's a great ball. It's a great choice by Michael Antonius. Just get Colin moving with your +1 shot, even if it's tapping that forehand wing. Force him to cover that baseline. Force him just, again, not be playing on his terms. Back to deuce. Yep. You may have noticed it already, but my biggest takeaway from the weekend, I wish I cared about anything as much as these 12-year-olds care about this result here this weekend. The passion for the sport has been contagious. Add in Michael Antonius. Cheeky stuff from the top seed. Antonius comes back to the back fence right by our broadcast booth, can hear his heavy breathing, how much effort he's putting into just sticking around in set number one. Back to deuce. How about that, sir, from Antonius? Slider out wide gives him another game point. And I love that because, of course, Colin, accustomed to opponents targeting his one-handed backhand return. Antonius changing spots with ease. Holds 4-3-4 here in our boys 12 singles championship match against Alex Gruskin of Cracked Rackets. Could not be more honored to be on the call here. Was I ever good enough to play the boys 12s level one? Absolutely not. I think I weighed more at age 12 than I do now. Of course, again, the combination of athleticism, skill, enthusiasm. It's been such a fun weekend. And obviously, we're a few days removed from Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to any of you watching this broadcast. I know I was thankful to not have to go down, visit the entire family, got to stick around, enjoy some tennis here on a Thanksgiving weekend. It was a nice change up for me. I won't lie. Had heard for so many years the rumors. You haven't truly experienced a tennis Thanksgiving until you've done the Thursday at Cracker Barrel. Finally got to experience that for myself. It lived up to the hype. There's no doubt. And obviously, for so many of these players willing to sacrifice their holiday break to compete in this event, again, the word I'm going to keep coming back to speaks to their passion for the sport, undeterred at this age. You know who else is undeterred? Colin McPeek, as he looks to take the hometown title. He serves up a break 4-3 on the near side of your screen. Get from Michael Antonius. And again, that's what he brings to this match in spades. Athleticism, fluidity. It's so funny. All of these 12-year-olds, it's almost as if they're so innocent still. They don't know that they don't have to track down every ball in every rally. That's what Michael Antonius does. He tracks down everything. Comes up a bit of an opening here of 15. All right now. Love 30 as the backhand from McPeek sprays long, and you can definitely hear some angst. Listen to McPeek on court. Gold ball on the line. I've seen the trophies. They are beautiful. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. McPeek will take it for 15-30. There's a big McPeek contingent in the crowds today. That inside in forehand is just nuts. And the footwork there to find that forehand. Stuff from McPeek to get us back to 30 all. Bit of an inflection point here in our championship match early. Big serve. Spoiler, sorry. Big serve out wide from Colin McPeek. 40-30 now. Straight points for the top seed here. Let's see what he elects to do. Maybe Colin saw that playbook from Michael in that last game. Michael going wide at deuce. Out wide on the ad. McPeek follows suit. He holds 4-5-3. And you see some action happening on our other courts as well. We've got consolation finals on the grounds, doubles coming up a little bit later as well. All of these matches can be watched on Community Sports and Wellness Center play site feed. Of course, there's the power tennis of Colin McPeek, who you'd be able to see in that doubles final later. Swinging forehand volley from him. 3 points away from securing set number 1. McPeek going to have a look now at 15-30 after the Antonius double fault. Whoever put those single sticks in. Not kind to Michael Antonius there. A couple of net cords have gone against him. Third consecutive misserve. Got 4 misserves in a row. A reminder that this is indeed the boys' 12s. 15-40. 2 set point chances for the top seed Colin McPeek. Put himself 1 set away from a gold ball. It's back to the net. Says he's tight. Does Colin. How about that cross-court passing shot? 6-3 first set. 2 top seed Colin McPeek here in our boys 12s national indoor championships singles final. It's a really nice set of tennis from our top seed. Just going to exit the court quickly for a bathroom break. You see there on the center of your screen, Crack Racket CEO Dalton Thieneman. He's in the chair for this championship match. On our other courts right now, we've got, as mentioned, consolation action. Playing out pretty much everything here at the boys 12s and in these level 1 national events. And look, that's what these kids came here for. Repetitions. And we had another comment from my friend Pinghead. I think it's a very good one. It's one that super producer Daniel Westoff and I were contemplating throughout the course of the weekend. How much time have these kids spent on court already in their young careers to, quite frankly, be this good? Contact points like they have, and they don't just grow on trees. The fluidity, how natural each of these players look, how fit each of them are at age 12. Again, all these kids, and yeah, it helps to be 12 years old always, but hours and hours and hours, match after match after match, they're ready for it. And certainly the enthusiasm they have for the sport helps. They're undeterred. anything, turn them off from the sport yet. And for so many of these juniors in particular, to be the top junior at age 12, say, hey, I'm the best tennis player in the country for my age. That's always a pretty cool thing. I imagine as a 12-year-old boy, I know 12-year-old me would have been unbearable had that been the case. First set to McPeek, who you see returning to court now. Those of you unfamiliar, although I'm sure you've gotten the gist by now, 2 out of 3 sets, add scoring. Third set is going to be a 10-point tiebreaker. That was one of the changes made by the USTA here for this winter's event, excuse me. First, our doubles final coming up a bit later. Pro set, no ad scoring. Those always get exciting, but in the meantime, let's see how Colin McPeek, top seed, Carmel, Indiana, 23-7 overall entering the week on the year. I believe 90-18 overall in his career, 9.34 UTR. He's dropped just one set in this tournament so far. Was the quarterfinal match, that he played against Mamura. Ultimately came back to take a 10-3 third set breaker. Cruised, I believe, 6-1, 6-love in yesterday's semifinal against Safir Azam. 3-love here for McPeek. It'll be interesting to see, again, for Michael Antonius, who has been in this position before. Dropped a 6-3 first set to Colin in that 3-4 match in Mobile. Colin went on to run away with the second set 6-1. So for him, again, the key here, he's yet to break serve, which I will say is a rarity here in these boys 12s. Plenty of breaks. 2 things I learned. Plenty of breaks, plenty of tears. That's the theme of the weekend. By the way, I say that complimentary because, again, what was so impressive is how much these kids care about each and every point they play. But the game goes to McPeek now here as he holds serve at 15. 4-1 in set number 2. Again, it's been 5 service games up, 5 service games down for Colin McPeek, who I saw both parents here this morning. I believe Coach Brian Smith is in the crowd as well. Smith, Indiana tennis coaching legend. When it's working, it's working. And right now for Colin McPeek, it is working. Backhand slice trickles over the net. About 15 now. Interesting. We've seen him turn to that drop shot lob combo a couple of times now. Antonius had the volley he was looking for, just got a little rushed. And again, I call that a gold ball miss. When there's a gold ball on the line, that volley just becomes that much more difficult. Love 30 now for McPeek as he tries to stretch another early break lead here. The passing shots are on fuego right now. Colin McPeek, 3 breakpoint chances to really solidified his lead here in our championship match. That's why you build the Love 40 lead, right? I'd like to see Colin take a bigger cut there, but hard to critique just about anything the top seed's done here this morning. Let's see Antonius go back to that slice serve out wide here on the deuce. Just open up the court for himself. Yeah, there's nothing you can do there if you're Michael Antonius. That's just extraordinarily good stuff from your top seed, Colin McPeek. And just like that, it's 6-3-2 love. 1 hour into this match, folks, and it has been all Colin McPeek. He's been McExcellent. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's been the one on the front foot dictating. It's allowed Antonius to get into those scrappy 15, 20 ball rallies where he thrives. That one was a little casual. That was probably the first forehand Colin has hit where you thought, okay, maybe he is 12. Didn't really get his feet out to that ball. Lackadaisical swing, but again, that's a 6-3-2 love upswing. Still, let's see if Antonius can finally make a dent in the McPeek service game. Love that ball from Michael Antonius. You'd think with a forehand-centric player, okay, I got to attack that backhand corner, right? Just park the bus on that ad side of the court. No, that's not the case. You have to keep a guy like Colin McPeek honest. You can't let him start setting on that ad side of the court because if you do, then he's hitting inside out, inside out, inside in forehand combo. That's where he thrives the most. Just like that, love 30 opportunity now. If you're Michael Antonius there, shrug, you say, all right, 15-30, move on to the next one because that is simply ridiculous. Spanking one-handed backhand volley. I don't think I could hit that now. I have the strength of a 26-year-old. A weak 26-year-old, but still 26-year-old nevertheless. Okay. Forehand sails wide for serious breakpoint chances. For number 2 seed Michael Antonius of Buffalo, New York. mean, that's one of those 10-plus shot rallies. Michael Antonius, you extended point, you found the Colin backhand wing, then attacked his on the run forehand cross. It's just too good from the top seed there. One break point fought off now, 30-40. What are you supposed to do there? If Michael Antonius Westhoff put a bullet mark at whatever minute mark that just happened on. I want to cut that clip, and I want to ask tennis Twitter what percentage of people can hit that backhand, period, let alone percentage of 12-year-olds. On the rise, one-handed backhand down the line. Break points fought off. We're back at deuce. That's really all you can do if you're Michael Antonius. Trying to extend rallies, take that backhand early on the rise, take time away from Colin. Third break point chance here. His first break of the match. Yeah, seems like Colin's able to swing his way out of trouble. Ever that trouble emerges. So we're back to deuce. Get. Ooh, McPeek appeals to the chair. Chair confirms. Ball just long. We've seen him turn that drop shot combo a couple of times now. Michael Antonius able to show off his speed. right, Michael Antonius, welcome to our boys singles final. Doesn't start till both players have broken serve, right? They both have now. Antonius gets the break back 1-2 here in set number 2. Meanwhile, not going to be able to leave that scorecard. That's going to stay, but I do want to show you the action we've got elsewhere, and you can follow all of these matches again via PlaySite, our friends at PlaySite, of course, providing the coverage here at the Community Sports and Wellness Center. If we can, Westhoff, let's go first to court number 2. Each of these players reached at least the round of 16 in the main draw. Right now, it's Taneshk Kanduri in the red hat. You're about to see him walk towards your side of the screen. He's up a set and 2-1. And I believe number 3 seed Eric Schinner. Of course, let's go now quickly to court number 3, if we can, super producer Westhoff, where you see set just came to an end. It was Akshay Mamura on the far side of your screen. 7-5 first set he took against Joseph Lee. Lee, lefty, knocked out your number 3 seed in round number 1. He has been one of the revelations of this tournament, folks. Be on the lookout for unseeded Joseph Lee in the future. Meanwhile, court number 4, number 3 seed Ilyan Ahmed, far side of your screen. Believe he is also up a set on Raj Pisal, unseeded. By the way, Ahmed, after losing his first round match, has yet to drop a set since. Tell you what, that would not happen in the boys 18s. If you're number 3 seed in the boys 18s, you lose first round, I guarantee you come down the next day with the withdrawal flu. Not in boys 12s. Boys 12s, the enthusiasm, the passion is there. And I have to say, the performance from Ahmed, who's partnered with Colin McPeek, and we'll see later in our doubles final. I love, just again, the tenacity. I love the endurance and the mental toughness it takes. But with that in mind, let's go back to court number 1. See that point going the way of Antonius. One, but listen for the updated score. I believe it's 30 love here for the number 2 seed. Make that 40 love. I will say, for as talented as he is, Colin McPeek holds himself to extraordinarily high standards. All of these 12-year-olds hold themselves to extraordinarily high standards. As such, momentum has so frequently proven critical. Tony's can just get a little going his way. Who's to know what happens next? Excuse me, correction. I was wrong, by the way. This is 30-15, not 40 love. That's on me, Westhoff. Because that overhead sails wide, and I know now it's 40-15 here. So yes, that overhead was wide. That was a scoring error. My bad. Hometown kid getting all the hometown bounces. Nice defensive work there. Antonius had the overhead. He gets broken here. You know that overhead will loom in the back of his mind. Still another game point, though, at 40-30. Drop shot ends up in the net. Antonius. How about 2-all here in set number 2? He's already surpassed his game total from Mobile. Yet. Oh, drops in. That's what we're talking about, folks. Colin McPeek. With the hold, excuse me. With the fitness to take that point. Meanwhile, court 4 officially in the books. Your consolation champion, number 3 seed. Young Ahmed is going to walk away with at least the consolation title. Will he walk away with a gold ball in doubles as well? That is the question. That is a heck of a victory from the number 3 seed, who has proven that good, and as such will have me pop off the stream at the changeover for just a brief moment. Take care of some administrative duties here. 15-all here as the momentum has swung towards Michael Antonius. That's excellent. Dare you say that's grown man tennis from Colin McPeek. Very clear now. Antonius has stepped up his level. How will Colin respond? Big serve there. 40-30. This would be a nice hold for the top seed. Just get things back on track here on court 1. 40-30 now. Coming up. What a perfect point construction from Michael Antonius, only to send the volley just wide. Big hold for McPeek. He now takes a 3-2 lead, but we're on serve for seemingly the first time in the match here on court number 1. Meanwhile, again, we're going to keep the broadcast live. pop off the screen momentarily for some administrative work. I'll be right back, folks. Hope you stick with us as well. As again, we are at the USTA Level 1 National Indoor Championships, our boys 12 singles final. Colin McPeek taking on Michael Antonius. For shout out to our friends at Lotto Elite. Shout out to our friends at Tennis Point. Plenty of exciting action to come. So 15:30 now. Here for Colin McPeek. He tries to get that break back. McPeek's been up a break. 15:30 Westhoff. That's first point went to McPeek. The applause you all heard may have given away the game. I'll try to make sure my mic is muted. We're not going. It's obviously I'm a few seconds ahead of the stream, but what a dropper there from McPeek. What a response as well. Momentum had been taken away from him all of a sudden. Just locked back in here on this service game. That speaks to, again, the mental fortitude of one of the 5 best 12-year-olds in the nation. Peak showing off the entire skill set now. Sloppy return there. Still another break point chance for 30-40. Oh, apparently I was lied to. I apologize, Supervisor Westhoff. It was 40-30, not 30-40. That's why you never trust a 12-year-old. It's another lesson we learned this weekend. So 3-all now. Folks, we've got ourselves a competitive match. The drop shot pass combo going awry for Colin, and you can hear some frustration building. Both members of our court 4 match come over to hang. No, it's all right. So love 15 now. It's just not the miss. It's not the miss to offer. If you're Michael Antonius right now, clearly you've got some momentum on your side. Clearly you've got a frustrated Colin McPeek on the other side of the court. That inside out forehand just not landing with the sting it was earlier in this match. Much better combo from the top seed. It is 30-15 here. Yeah, it's sort of the bread and butter, isn't it? Big forehand, big serve to open up the backhand drop shot lob combo. Effective again. It's got 2 game points now. 4-3 lead. Big serve from Colin McPeek. He holds 4-4-3. Meanwhile, again, if we can, just quickly, let's pop over court number 2. Right now, it is all Tanishq Kanduri. It's Kanduri up a set, and I believe 3-2 on top 4 seed Eric Schinner. Schinner on the far side of your court serving, though he may be frozen. Either way, just again, want to introduce the action happening on the other courts. You can go to court number 3 as well. Let's watch one Kanduri Schinner point. Again, Kanduri going to be in your doubles final a bit later. He's on that near side of your screen in the red hat. Nice backhand. Meanwhile, court 3, near side of your screen. Joseph Zhang dropped his first set. Currently up 2-1, though, on Akshay Murmura. So that's your action on 2 and 3. Let's go back to 1. Opening point here. 3-4 service game of number 2 seed. Oh, did I say Zhang? Excuse me, Joseph Lee. Taking on Akshay Murmura. Thank you for the correction, super producer Westoff. It's not the error. It's not the error to make if you're Michael Antonius right now. And of course, you do have to keep that pressure. Colin McPeek can't just play center of the court conservative tennis. If you do that, Colin will make you pay. It's one of the few unforced errors we've seen Antonius make here today. How about that? Michael Antonius saying, how about you deal with the drop shot? Of course, for Antonius, 18 and 11 over his last 12 months coming into this week. So now, I suppose he's earned what, 4 or 5 wins? 22, 23 and 11. Longest win streak of the year was 13. He's 36 and 11 overall. In his last 47 results, it's pretty darn good if you ask me. 75% win percentage. Feel the tension in this point. There it is. McPeek turns to the drop shot. It gets the job done once again. So 15-30. He's 2 points away. The opportunity to serve for this match. All of a sudden again, this is that critical inflection point. It's a heck of a ball from Michael Antonius. So we're back to deuce. Oh, sorry, I'm a little ahead of you. A response from the number 2 seed. Come up with that forehand in that moment. Right at the start of the match, the longer the point goes, the more it benefits Michael Antonius. He doesn't have the weapons of a Colin McPeek, but he certainly can match his physicality, the fluidity, the creativity. From 2 break points down to gain point Antonius. Michael holds for all. So Colin to serve at 4-all. Will those breakpoint chances loom large as we move through this match? Certainly feels like it might. Love 15 here, following the +1 forehand error. Another backhand sent just wide. So above 30 now. The tides have fully turned in favor of Michael Antonius, and this was always going to be the game plan for the number 2 seed. Scrap, claw. Just find a way to put some pressure on Colin to where swinging through that +1 forehand. It's a little bit more nerve-wracking. Serve coming here now again. 30 love. Love 30, excuse me. Clutch stuff from the 2 seed from Buffalo, New York, Michael Antonius. This is his moment. 4-all, love 40, 3 breakpoint chances to give himself the opportunity to serve for set number 2. It's a nice response there. No, excuse me. Well, see, that's a nice response there from the top seed. The big forehand draw in the error. So now 15-40. That'll be a point, a warning for McPeek there. He sends the ball over to court number 2. Michael Antonius now to serve for the second set here on number 1, our boys 12 singles final here at the USTA Level 1 National Indoor Championships. And again, Alex Gruskin of Crack Rackets. So honored to be a part of the process here. Always enjoy the chance to watch high level tennis, that much more so. And there's a gold ball on the line, as is the case today. And tell you what, if nothing else, just the box the gold ball comes in makes this event worthwhile. This is it. Prestigious of prestigious USTA events held throughout the course of the year. And now all of a sudden, finding himself down a set and a break, finding himself down a set 4-3 and 15-40. Michael Antonius is serving to force a third set breaker here on court number 1. What a result that would be. First point goes to McPeek. Let's be clear. I think he's going to go away quietly. Find yourself mistaken. What does the top seed do here to buckle down? Now it's McPeek showing off some physicality. Good to know he has this gear in him. Certainly a data point for those who will follow continued growth of top seed Colin McPeek. It's a nice response here. Open up a love 30 lead. And of course, for the first time in this match, Antonius faces some pressure himself in a service game. It's first net cord. In favor of the Carmel, Indiana native. It's a nice pass from Antonius. Again, just to put pressure on McPeek, force him. A difficult cross-court volley. 15-30 now. Over. That is a gutsy overhead. Particularly, we all saw that last break point. That was a much more makeable overhead for Colin than that previous one, and yet Colin, undeterred, plays that ball out of the air. So many of the players in this draw would have let that ball drop. He's got himself 2 break points to get back on serve here on 1. Oh, so we're back on serve now, 5-all. Well, again, that really was the first scoreboard pressure Michael Antonius had felt in this match. First time he had served this period up in this match. That's ridiculous. Westhoff put a pin in that moment. Cut that clip. Send it to Sports Center. This is the boys 12s, folks. Not the 14s, not the 16s, not the 18s. 12 and under tennis. And this is the quality we're getting. Folks, it's been like that all weekend. Special stuff from number 2 seed Michael Antonius. Love 15 now. 5-all. Second set. It's a brilliant combination from Michael Antonius. Heavy, high topspin to the McPeek backhand. Hard for any player to hit a backhand over their shoulder. That's what Colin had to do. Drew the short ball. Antonius decisively puts away now. Love 30 here. All of a sudden, Antonius playing with a bit more freedom again. But that right there is the danger of playing high and heavy against Colin. You do it well, find the backhand. You do it poorly, you got a clean look at a forehand rip. And that instance makes the most of it. 15-30 now. It's critical 5-all service game. It's man amongst boys stuff, for lack of a better term. That is as good as it gets. The heaviness of those forehands to open up the court. All of that work, though, to produce a +1 error. And that's the gear Colin can hit that others just, quite frankly, in this tournament can't. +1 power. Racing. Some sloppy errors earlier in the game. All of a sudden now McPeek 1 point away from being 1 game away from a gold ball. So it's Colin McPeek. Now 6-3, 6-5 lead. Meanwhile, if you want to pop over to court number 3, Westhoff, that's our only remaining action here. By the way, it looks like we are going to have a bit of a pause between now and the doubles final. I think that doubles final will end up being around 2 p.m. Eastern time. Singles consolation final, round 11, 11:30. Be on the lookout for that match if interested. Right here, you see Joseph Lee near side of your screen, up 4-3 in the second set after he dropped the first to Akshay Mamira. But let's go back to 1, where right now, Michael Antonius seemingly has captured some momentum here late in the set, and yet it was McPeek. Big serves, big +1 forehands, decisiveness at the net. He leads 6-3, 6-5 now. 1 game away from the gold ball. That's just ridiculous. Colin McPeek is now 2 points away from the gold ball. Let's see what he's got. It's been the power tennis of Michael Antonius that separated him from the rest of this field. And now the power tennis of Colin McPeek that separated him from the rest of this field. His power tennis get him over the finish line now. There it is. And you see the disappointment for Antonius. He's come so close. Certainly was a better performance for him today than in Mobile. And look, he had his chances. He served for that second set, but in the end, top seed Colin McPeek. He's your gold ball champion, folks, as he earns a 6-3-7-5 victory, drops just one set on the week. And now that's a USTA level one national indoor championship for him. Still, what a match here in our singles final. And the best news, we've got more tennis still to come. Gold ball to be won in our doubles final later today. We hope you all check in with us. Certainly, we'll have a match time as we get closer to that. Still have one more singles match to go as well. Got to finish that first before we get to the doubles. Nevertheless, we hope you'll check back in with us later as we have an exciting doubles final on our hand. Top seed Colin McPeak will be back with us as he pairs number 3 seed Izyan Ahmed. They're taking on the duo of Puoso and Kanduri. That match again coming up around 2 p.m. Eastern time. We hope you all join us then. But for now, I'm Alex Gruskin. You've been watching the USTA Level 1 National Indoor Championships.